Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. We want to talk about the ADA chart again. It's one of the more interesting ones given it recently broke out. It followed just the trend that we had already been tracking, and it followed our main scenario, which suggested that we should see a reversal from this support area. Not necessarily a deep pullback into the support area, and it didn't show a deep pullback. It was possible, but essentially we had to give the price the entire space here, possibly all the way down to 29 cents. That was at the time, based on the subdivisions and the wave count, the important support area, which did hold. So our roadmap that we presented to you already weeks ago was still being followed and could be followed as long as the 29 cent level was holding. There are always, in any technical analysis, certain parameters that need to hold to maintain the current trend. So what you do, you basically define your most likely wave counts, you define the parameters, and then you have your alternative wave counts as well. But only when the initial parameters are broken, you have to switch to your alternative scenario. That was never needed. The primary scenario actually is currently being followed, which is this unfolding diagonal pattern of a potential 5-wave move. We only have 3 waves up of the June lows, however. So I've got a wave 1, I've got a wave 2, I've got a 3, 4, 5. As you know, these are sort of the main waves within that diagonal. If it's going to be bullish or bearish in the end, that's what the future will tell, time will tell. It's too early to speculate about that, really. We have 3 waves up only. We need 5 waves at a minimum anyway, okay, to confirm that a low has formed here in June, a lasting low. It's all about the pullback after those 5 waves, yeah? So this would be a big decision moment, but I explained that in yesterday's video. Feel free to check out yesterday's video. I think it was the first one yesterday where we took a look at the daily chart as well for context, but we don't need to do that every single day. At the moment, we're just focusing here on this diagonal. This shows you a bit of a roadmap. We defined after the price, actually that shows you how a nice swing trade can work out, right? So we defined this support area here that you could have used to scale in. The price touched it 3 times, actually did enter it as well. You could have added some positions here, a position or whatever. Then we defined a target range, yeah, so it's time to scale out, maybe even a little bit before that. Doesn't mean it couldn't go higher, okay? I mean, this is where analysis and trading differ. You know, it's just that up here, it always depends on your time frame, right? Which time frame are you looking at trading or whatever. But just trading this could have allowed you to enter here and take profits here, okay? And then set a tight stop maybe for the remaining position. The idea is it can still go higher in this extended third wave, yeah, if it's extending further. At the moment, it's not even very much extended. It has just reached the ideal target range for the C wave. Now, yellow was the communicated ideal target range, and I mentioned to you in the first video yesterday that it's very, I think we just did get into this area, that it would be very likely, or at least the likelihood increases, that we see a reaction from this area, and we did. I shared with you, however, a micro support area that needs to hold for immediate trend continuation. So that, I think, needs a different or a certain mindset. So I'm not telling you trend continuation will occur from here. What I will tell you is that we defined a target, a highly likely target. The price reached it. Now you can see that it can either that it can even extend further. I mean, the target range basically goes all the way up to 75 cents. That's not even extended. That's still an ideal target range for the C wave of wave 3. So don't be surprised if we see extensions. What this support area gives you is a level or levels to watch that the price could in any retracement come back to while still be in the wave 3. So while still really moving within the third wave, yeah. And that means if we turn around before breaking below 49 cents, I would still count that as an extension of the third wave. Which means in simple words that we need a break below the 49 cent level to confirm that the third wave has topped. Until then, extensions are possible. And we know that in third waves, extensions just have to be expected. So this is sort of what I'm watching here, potential third wave extension. But at the moment, it's just reached the ideal target range. Really, it gives you just an idea of when the fourth wave has started, because we want to see 5 waves up, yeah, and we're tracking that pattern until it breaks. At the moment, measured against the latest high, the support area for this 4th wave is between 34.5 cents and 43.8, which means that very short-term traders need to get very cautious below 49 cents. And anybody who's looking for an entry in wave 4, this is the area you could use based on current price data that might change a little bit depending on the price. You know, if the price goes a bit higher, I have to adjust this. And then we can still get a 5th wave afterwards. And these are basically the parameters here for the current chart. I mean, in the very short term, I shared with you that the wave count is technically pretty full. But surely, you know, we can get another pullback with another extension higher. Looking at the microstructure, really, you see a lot of, you see a lot of distortions, basically. Okay, so therefore, micro counting doesn't always make sense, especially not if we have 5 waves complete. So then it's just a time of taking a step back and waiting what the market decides to do. Essentially, it's done exactly what it needed to do, reaching that target area for this particular move in wave C of 3. And now it's just like waiting for confirmation that the 4th wave has started. Okay, how do you manage that uncertainty? Well, you can do that with trading tactics, right? Where you position your stop loss, maybe only taking partial profits, things like that. You know, we're now in a, that's what we call when we've arrived at a pivot, it's time to take a step back. You know, it's like when you arrive at the destination, let's see what ADA wants to do. Let's see what the bulls and the bears want to do. I assume at some point this 4th wave will start, but at the same time, and that is part of tactics and strategies, we know that 3rd waves in crypto love to extend. And again, it's not even if it makes another high, it's not even a crazy extension. Okay, so 69 cents, 75 cents are the next key targets. The reason is there are many ways how this, especially the mess down here, can be counted. I decided to count it as a triangle, but you can also count it as a series of 1, 2, 1, 2 setups, which just would be more bullish. So it doesn't matter to me what the exact wave count is, as long as support is holding, it can still extend. Yeah, that's my update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Today we've got our next member live stream at 5 p.m. UTC. If you're interested to join, we're going to talk about, you know, is the alt season already starting? Has it started? Is it on the horizon? What to do in the alt season? So if you're interested in that, check out the membership. Links are in the description. And yeah, enjoy your Sunday. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.